Money in Cambodia, banking, crypto, and real costs. When I first moved to Cambodia, I was shocked how easy money and banking worked there. On a Sunday, I decided to open a bank account. I walked into the bank and the staff helped me set everything up. They opened my bank account, they installed the app on my phone, and even printed my debit card at the card machine. All in less than 45 minutes. And yes, this was really on a Sunday. After living almost 3 years here in Cambodia, I want to share how payments work, what's unique about banking, how people use crypto, what tax you have to pay, and of course, what life actually costs there. In Cambodia, you have two currencies, the US dollar and the Cambodian riel. The exchange rate is simple. 4,000 riel equals $1, and it's basically never changed. If you withdraw money from an ATM, you will usually get only $50 or $100 notes. That sounds fine, but there's the problem. Many small shops, tuk-tuk drivers, and even some bigger places can't or don't want to change those big bills. And shops are very strict with the dollars. If a bill is all dirty, torn, or even have a stamp, many places will refuse it, so you need to have a good one. ATMs don't accept damaged notes either. The only way is to bring them to the bank and exchange them there. But that's usually just go then straight in your bank account. The riel is completely different. You can withdraw smaller banknotes and like smaller notes, and even if they are old, torn, ripped, worn out like these ones here, it's still totally fine to pay with them. They are totally accepted. Another thing is, when you pay in US dollar, you will often get the change back in riel. So as a tourist, if you expect to pay in dollars, at the end of the day, you will have a lot of small Cambodian riels in your pocket. The smallest one is 2.5 cents, 100 riel. And Cambodia is only paper, no coins. Opening a bank account in Cambodia was one of the easiest things I ever done abroad. You just need your passport and a 6-month visa as a foreigner. Cambodia has several good bank institutions. The account is normally free and then it's cost about $5 per year. Once you have a bank account, you also get the banking app. And here's where Cambodia really surprised me. Almost every seller, even street vendors, coffee stalls, and tuk-tuk drivers in the cities, has a QR code. You just scan it, type the amount, and the money arrives in seconds. In Germany or in Europe in general, this is still really rare in my opinion. But here's the catch. For tourists, it's harder. In most shops and coffees, credit cards are almost never accepted. It's really just cash or the QR code system. So if you live as an expat and you have the local banking app, life is super easy. But if you're a tourist, you will need to carry cash because credit cards won't help you much. So of course you need internet as well for using the QR code. But Cambodia actually has a great coverage. Honestly, in my opinion, it's more stable than in Germany. And for just $6, you get 60 gigabytes of data. And if you don't use it, it all rolls over to the next month. I often had more than 100 gigabytes for just $6. I think that's crazy. So back to the QR code. When you go outside the cities, it's different. Many sellers don't have bank accounts and only accept cash. And especially small cash. Always carry smaller bills with you. If a coconut costs 3,000 riel and you hand them 20,000 riel, so $5, you don't need to expect change. Sometimes they don't have it. So coconuts are my favorite drink, as you know so far. That's why I always carry 3,000 or 4,000 riel in small notes that I always able to buy me a coconut. If you use a foreign card at an ATM, you always pay a $5 fee. So it makes sense to withdraw bigger amounts at once. With a Cambodian bank card, it's free at your own bank and sometimes even free at other banks too. In Siem Reap and Phnom Penh, ATMs are literally everywhere. At every corner you have an ATM. Now, let's talk about crypto, because many expats use it. Cambodia has a territorial tax system. That means money you earn outside of Cambodia is usually not taxed there. If you stay more than 182 days a year, you are considered as a tax resistant. Local income can be taxed from 5% up to 20%, depending on how much you make. For example, if you earn less than $360 a month, you don't pay anything. Over $3,700 a month, you pay around 20%. If you stay less than 182 days, there's a flat 20% tax on local income. But again, this is only for Cambodian sourced income, outside money not taxed usually. Crypto. Crypto is a gray zone. It's not illegal, but it's also not really regulated either. You can open crypto exchange account like BitGet in Cambodia. People trade and use peer-to-peer exchanges all the time. Technically, big profits might be taxable, but honestly, I never met anyone who actually paid crypto taxes here in Cambodia. For now, Cambodia is one of the most relaxed countries in Asia when it comes to online income and crypto. Cost of living in Cambodia. Since I already mentioned coconuts and SIM cards, let's look at more cost of daily life here in Cambodia. My first apartment was a 2-bedroom place with Wi-Fi and a pool, $420 a month plus electricity. Later, I rented a modern 1-bedroom near the center for $180, also including Wi-Fi, excluding electricity. House cleaning cost maybe $10 per visit. A SIM card with 60 GB of data, as I said, just $6. Street iced coffee is 2,500 riel. It's just 60 cents. A cappuccino and a nice coffee, maybe for $2 to $4. Maximum $5. A fresh croissant you get for $1.50. Public pools, so actually they are hotel pools, cost between $6 to $10, but if you eat or drink the same amount, entry is free. Gasoline for my scooter was $1 to $3 per week, and I drove daily. A half hour, 1 hour, something like this, or even more. A fresh coconut, my favorite, by Bon Riel. It's 3,000 riel, so 75 cents for fresh coconuts. It's lovely. The gym day pass between $1 to $5. Local meals you get from $1 to $3, and they are really tasty. So it's completely possible to live for $10 and eat and drink each day. These prices are for Siem Reap. In Phnom Penh, it's usually 10 to 20% more expensive. But still, it's still way more affordable than most of the Western countries. So how much do you need to live here as an expat? With $500, it's possible. $1,000 are more comfortable for a very relaxed lifestyle. Locals live on $200 or $300 a month. They're earning less, but they still smiling more than people in the Western. And that's really impressive for me. So that was money, banking, crypto, and daily cost in Cambodia. For me, it was one of the easiest countries to handle money as a foreigner. You just need to get used to the mix out of the two countries and the QR code systems anywhere, but then it's totally fine. What do you think? Would you like this system in your country as well? Let me know in the comments what topics of living abroad you're interested in. And if you're interested in fitness, I just created my first free FitAbroad 1-month beginner workout plan. Honestly, I think everybody is able to do it. I created it especially for beginners. So if you're interested, just click the link in the description and start working out today. And with that, I will see you in the next video. And like always, let's live, move and grow, physically, mentally and culturally together. Bye bye.